87. Today's game is brought to you by Miller Lite. For great taste, there's only one light beer. By McDonald's. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. By Highland Superstores. They have the biggest selection of TVs, stereos, and appliances in every store. Nobody, but nobody, sells for less. And by Ameritech Pages Plus. Next to the phone, there's nothing better.
Lettuce and tomatoes are very delicate. If they get warm, they get all soggy and pathetic looking. So I keep them in their own compartment in my refrigerator. McDonald's does the same thing with their McDLT. The beef stays hot in its own little oven. The LT part stays cool and crisp in its own little refrigerator. They're kept apart until I put them together. That's why the McDLT tastes so good and fresh. Mmm. Mmm.
They're here. They're scary. Strange, alien creatures. Run for cover. Run for safety. Run for your light. Run to wherever Miller Lite is sold and look for this special display, because in specially marked cases of Miller Lite, there's a chance to be an instant winner of up to $100,000. But hurry, because they drink Miller Lite too, and the end is near.
We're doomed.
Sweepstakes ends June 30th, 1987.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tiger Stadium. I'm George Kell, along with Kaline. We're just about ready to go with the final game of this series. The Tigers hoping to pick one up. The A's swept them last weekend in Oakland, and they're going for the sweep again here today, Al.
Well, this is the ball club the Tigers should be. Of course, Seattle also, the whole Western Division, should be a team that the Tigers do well against, but so far it has not happened. It's unfortunate because you expect when you play the American East, it's going to be a lot tougher.
Well, it's going to be Jack Morris for the Tigers today. Jack is 3-2 on the year, and Moose Haas, who made his first start of the year last week in Oakland, will be going for the Oakland Ball Club. Moose is 0-0. The Athletics won that ball game, but Moose Haas did not get credit for the win. It's just a beautiful day here at Tiger Stadium on this Mother's Day, and a happy Mother's Day to everybody as we come to you for the final game of this series. The national anthem will be sung today by the Wayne State Men's Glee Club. They're getting ready at home plate down below. Harry M. Langsford will be directing the Glee Club as they sing to us. And Al, not a big crowd on this Mother's Day, and the Tigers are not drawing as well as they would hope.
Well, there's a lot of excitement in town, as you well know, George, with the Pistons and Red Wings, and I would imagine that the people are putting their efforts someplace else, but they'll be back. This team's going to start winning, and the fans will come back.
Well, the crowd's standing now as we honor America with our national anthem.
See by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare of bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
With the singing of our national anthem, this ball game is just about ready to go. Kaline is here, and he has the starting lineup.
Okay, George, here's how the Oakland Athletics will bat. Leading off will be the center fielder, Luis Polonia. Batting second, DH today, Mike Davis. Batting third, the third baseman, Carney Lansford. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Jose Canseco. Batting fifth, Reggie Jackson in right field. Batting sixth, the big first baseman, Mark McGuire. Batting seventh, Tony Phillips at second base. Batting eighth, Mickey Tettleton, the catcher. And batting ninth, Alfredo Griffin, the shortstop. Defensively for the Detroit Tigers, I have Gibson, Bean, and Sheridan in the outfield. Brookins, Trammell, Whitaker, Evans at first base, and Mike Heath behind the plate. And on the mound will be Jack Morris. Jack with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. Jack coming off a no decision in the opening game of this homestand. The Tigers lost the ball game 7-5 to Seattle. He pitched 6 innings, allowed 5 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs. He walked 3 and struck out 3. Jack left that ball game because of a recurring neck problem. He's been bothered pretty much all season long with a bad neck, but of course is able to pitch today. Jack is the winningest major league pitcher in the 80s with 126 victories. He also leads the American League hurlers with 246 starts without a relief appearance. Of course, the secret of Jack Morris' success is getting ahead of the hitters, and then he can use his split finger pitch, which is so effective to strike out batters. But if he falls behind, then the hitters are able to look for the fastball. So it's very important for Jack Morris to get ahead of the hitters.
And it's important the Tigers get a win here today from Jack. They're trying to break a 2-game losing streak. They came home, played Seattle 2, lost the first one, won the second ball game, lost the first 2 in this series to the Oakland Ball Club, including last night's very agonizing defeat. They led at one time 5-2. They had a 3-run lead in the 8th inning, 7-4. But the A's came up with 4 runs in the 8th inning, and they won it 8-7.
George, one change defensively. Matt Noakes is in left field. Gibson obviously is the DH.
So if you're keeping score, you put Matthew Noakes in the lineup in left field, and Kirk Gibson will be the designated hitter today. Umpires behind the plate is Terry Cooney. At first base is Mike Riley, our good friend from Battle Creek. Tim Welke is the umpire at second base, and Joe Brinkman is on at third. We're ready to go as young Luis Polonia steps in to lead it off.